Welcome to the Power of Healing Your Own Energy show. I'm back. My name's Christine. I am a medium, an empath, a psychic. I'm an intuitive coach. I'm your energy healer. I'm a Reiki master and teacher, and I also do Reiki with animals as well. So, gosh, that's a long list. And I have been away for about 5 weeks. I am post-surgery now. Yay. I'm definitely feeling much better, and I have a lot more energy, obviously. It's always important to take care of self. So I'd like to start the show with a bit of sound frequency, just some energy clearing. Going to ring it twice, and if you're here, please say hello, welcome, share this out to your friends, to family, to anyone that might need a little bit of guidance. I mean, heck, I need guidance. I'm always looking for guidance. That's why I have my angels, my loved ones close by, my ancestors, and, you know, tuning in, I guess, is the biggest message, is tuning in. So this is the first episode of 4 for now. We're just going to see where we're going to go. And I was recently, or I worked my first psychic fair this weekend. There are about 30 healers and psychics that were there as well. So it's not like I was the only person there. So lots of competition, but you know what? It's healthy. It's a good thing. And everyone has their own niche. Everyone is unique and different. And what I really learned was definitely that, you know, the ego got in there and said, oh, I don't know if you're ready for this. And it's like, when are you ever ready? If you let your ego take hold of your life and steer you on the path of least resistance, how are you ever going to grow? Good question, right? So I pushed past that. I tuned in. I did a short meditation, like I always do. I cleared and balanced my chakras. And I came back with unconditional love for myself, first and foremost, and for others. And I led with my heart. And even though there was a lot of noise, I mean, they had onstage speakers, they had a lot of music, they had a lot of dance contests. So, and I was really close to the stage and the speakers, and it was outside as well. So, and you have horses in the background, like I was right along the back fence, so I had horses right there. So you know how horses are; they they like to be the star of the show. And you know, but it was beautiful energy as well, just having them around. Horses are very healing too. So what else did I learn? I learned that not everyone is for you, meaning you see someone come, you know, to the table and then they go somewhere else and then they have a reading with someone else. Well, they were drawn to that person, and not every person's going to be drawn to you. Not every person is going to be the right fit for you as well. Like, it's, you know, just wish them unconditional love and light and blessings and move on. As well, I learned, you know, I set a goal for myself, and although I didn't quite reach it, I was about 3/4 of the goal. And, you know, it was it was a big goal, right? Obviously, you know, just because I deal with money does not mean I'm operating at a lower vibration. I'm operating at a high vibration, because the money that I bring in, I can turn around and give back out to the community. I do volunteer my Reiki to rescue groups and organizations for animals. I also give that away, you know, to anyone that comes to my page. I give a 5-minute free Reiki session, distance session, I give away a lot of freebies. So just, in getting that money, it's synergistic, it's synchronicity. It's once, you send that love out, it's going to come back tenfold. So I try to be of service. And for me, inspiration is being in spirit. So that helps as well. So just let me know if you're here, say hello. If you're a first timer, say hello. Please share this out as well. And I'm also, I want to talk about routines today. Do you have one? First and foremost, let me know. And, I asked that question a lot in, with the readings over the weekend. I mean, I did about 25 readings over the weekend, and I'm just recovering from it, but it takes a lot of energy. But I asked every single person, do you have a routine? And, they would say yes, but then you could see there was a hesitation, and then they would say, but not recently, or I haven't done it in a while. And we tend to do that. We get excited about something new. Ooh, it's exciting, and then when we start, day in, day out, that excitement starts to wane, it starts to shift, it starts to wear off a little bit, just like, a shiny brand new car, same idea. I mean, if that's a material item, but I mean, this is something that is good for you. And routine, meaning you have a dream journal, first and foremost. I get asked all the time, how do I open my intuition up? Well, having a dream journal is super important. You are getting messages in your dream journal. I interpret dreams as well. And if I'm reading for a client the next day, my dreams are for them and not for me. And the more that you write your dreams down, and people say, I can't remember them. Well, here's the thing. You set your intention the night before, you ask your guides, your angels, and your loved ones to come through your dreams and give you messages. They're like, oh, Christine wants some dreams. We're going to give them to her. So whether you're up at 4 in the morning, which a lot of times I am, between 4 and 6, and I'm usually up by 6:30 at the latest, I'm writing those down. I go back, look throughout the week, and there's amazing synchronicities. There's messages. A lot of times you're getting old trauma, you're getting old stories, old patterns. You're getting some Akashic, meaning some ancestral timelines coming through, and past lives. So very important, dream journal, okay? And then there's the gratitude part. People will be like, well, I'm grateful all the time. And I'll be like, well, what are you grateful for? Silence. They have to think about it. So you get into the habit of writing down 3 things, and I do it every day, that you're grateful for. Now, if you can't think of something, the sun is shining today. There's 1. I have clean water. That's 2. I have a roof over my head. That's 3. Right there, those are your basic necessities of life. You're breathing. You woke up today. You have a job that you might not necessarily love or enjoy, but it serves a purpose, and you are there to help other people. You are being of service. So just the little things. You could start with a few paragraphs and eventually work yourself to a half page or a full page. Just get into the habit. It's a habit. It takes 21 days to either start something or end something. And that's part of your routine. So dream journal, gratitude journal. Number 3, meditation. I get a lot of times here, and this is the ego. I can't do this. My mind is always busy. I can't shut it off. Well, I think the first issue is can't. You have excuses. So to counter that, of course, the ego doesn't want you to do better. It wants you to stay in this programmed state of mind. Meditation. I have some free meditations on my Facebook page and through SoundCloud. If you're a visual person or you need something guided, which I started out with, go on YouTube. Start with 5 minutes. Don't you have 5 minutes? You take 5 minutes to brush your teeth, and you can do a meditation while you're brushing your teeth, but I mean, that's for later. Let's get you going on a meditation. And increase it every day. 5 minutes turns into 6, turns into 7. I'm roughly running around the 12, 13-minute mark. Some people go up to 20 minutes. And I mean, it's amazing. Once you start becoming quiet, meaning your mind is quiet, because most of our day is filled with noise, from the radio to vehicles, to family life, to television, if you watch that, to being at work. It's just constant noise, constant. When do you ever shut that off? I think we never shut off. We're always like, oh, we gotta go, we gotta crush this, we gotta just keep going. It's like, World Health Organization just came out with their study yesterday and said that burnout is part of their thesis, meaning if this is a real thing, just along with cancer and depression and anxiety, burnout is a real thing. And I think as women, we tend to just go, 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 and who cares about self? Who cares about myself? A lot of that has to do with what stories are you telling yourself? You're basically saying that you're not worthy of self-care. You're not worthy of self-love. And you don't want to deal with the stuff that's sitting, especially in your heart chakra. There's a lot of traumas. And once you do that, you release your inner child. Then you have that creativity piece. I mean, neither here nor there, burnout is huge. So we're talking dream journal, gratitude journal, meditation. So once you've got those 3, then we start working on the chakras. And you can actually bring in a chakra meditation into your routine as well. And again, you can get them off YouTube, you can get them off my Facebook page, you can get them off SoundCloud. Oh, I don't have time for that. You either make time for your wellness or you make time for your illness. I repeat, you either make time for your wellness or you make time for your illness. Yes? Okay, I've got a couple people here. Say hello. I know Bobby's here. Thank you for always being a loving and positive supporter of my page and always showing up for my lives. I appreciate that. So we're just talking about routines, and the chakra balancing meditation takes 3 minutes. No, 3 minutes and 33 seconds to be exact. You don't have 3 minutes and 33 seconds. You can't download that to your phone. I know you're listening to audiobooks. I know you're listening to YouTube and other things. So you definitely have 3 minutes. Don't let your ego get in the way of your wellness, of your health, of yourself. Ego wants to keep us disconnected from self. Ego wants to keep us in a materialistic state of mind, meaning we always think we need externals to fill our void, to keep us happy. Always looking for the next thing. Maybe it's like a shiny object syndrome. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you. We got Robin and Bobby. And please share this out. I'd really love that. Now, you'd have to go back a few minutes. I did talk about being at the psychic fair, and I learned a heck of a lot, especially about myself. There's always lessons in everything you do. So I guess the biggest lesson is the ego got in there and said, no one wants to come and see you. There's 29 other readers and healers. You're not going to reach your goal. You know, this is scary. Why would you do that? And I shot them all down. I had well, a little support from my horse buddy. He would come by every now and then when I had some carrots. And especially when I was doing Reiki, he was very intrigued. And horses, my mentor has a horse ranch there as well. And she uses them for, they're gypsy vanner horses, so they have a very healing property to them. Horses in general can pick up your energy just like any other animal, cats, dogs, birds, whatever it happens to be. And they're used, she uses them quite a bit to help people start releasing their traumas, their fears, their anxiety, their depression, and they're very good at that. So as well, I am working on, because I had a few ladies from the psychic fair message me and ask if I am teaching Reiki. And I'm like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am working on that as we speak. I will have a small in-person group coming up in the next few weeks, because my belief is, yes, I'm a medium, I'm a psychic and all that, but the Reiki part is the part that keeps me most grounded. I do self-Reiki on myself every day, just to keep myself centered, to move out any energies that are stuck, because sometimes when you hang out with certain people, you can pick up their energies. It's just a part of, dealing with or being around people in general. And sometimes you don't notice it until you come home. So, I mean, there's ways to protect yourself as well, but the self-Reiki part is huge. And just getting level 1 is very basic, and you're getting the attunements. Once you have the attunements, you can then share that with other people. It's not like I have some magical power. We all have that within us. Just like I tell everybody, I am no more gifted than you are, or, my spouse, or my friends, or whoever. We are all intuitive. Many of us are empaths as well. And we all have the power to heal. Dr. Bruce Lipton is all about the power of thought. He talks about, when you get a diagnosis of cancer, per se, and you get the mental, positive, being positive, oh, I'm going to beat this, but deep down in your soul being, even in your heart, if you're holding the fear, and you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to beat this. But you tell yourself that you're going to beat this, and everything's going to be all right, and you're going to be healed, and everything's going to be wonderful. But here it is. You're getting this fight. It is, you were synergistically not aligned, meaning your thought and your heart are not aligned. Does that make sense? Give me some likes, give me some hearts, let me know what you think. Share this out to people. Because I'm going to be doing a few readings and a few healings as well. So let me know if you need anything. In the meantime, I write a monthly article for a local digital magazine here in Edmonton called the Edmonton News. And they're the ABCs of Edmonton, so arts, business, and culture. Jessie Toms is amazing lady. She gave me this opportunity a couple months ago, and I write every month, about, healing and energy. I mean, this month's topic is about energy vampires. Last month was about being an empath. So those are important to me. But the card that I drew for the month for June is, and this is a beautiful card because last month was a broken heart. So I don't know if a lot of you found you were releasing a lot of traumas. You're going through some old patterns that you thought you dealt with, or some triggers. So there was more healing that needed to be done for May. And now you're being set up for June. The Angel of Strength card for June. You see the lion. Of course, I think Leo, but you know, Leos are more towards the end of July into August. My spouse is a Leo, so I know all about the Leo energy, but it's all about strength, beauty, wisdom, and they're talking about accelerations at this time. This is the time to get going. This is not the time to sit around. They're also asking you to be mindful of, you know, what's around you energy-wise. So increasing power, it's not the time to be passive. Speak your truth, take action, reach out. Inner strength, unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you create real results. So please focus. So basically, deep within me is an abiding strength that knows no bounds. You have all the power you need to achieve all that you want. So June is an amazing month, and it's right around the corner, Saturday. As well, I do weekly intuitive messages on YouTube. I have them uploaded every Sunday. Go back, please subscribe to my YouTube page. I would love that. I've had several people comment on my weekly message for this week. You know, it's and it's all lining up. It's all about strength. It's all about power. It's all about movement. Getting projects done. Things are being accelerated at this time. And you know, I believe that's what the energy of summer as well. So, you know, summer is not that far away. It's the first official day is the 21st of June. But it's really warm here as well. I mean, we're looking at a 30-degree Celsius day today. I think that's around, what was that, 86 Fahrenheit and 90, something like that in Fahrenheit. And it's been very warm the last couple days, and we have some wildfires burning just north of us. We really need some rain. Anyways, that's coming. It's coming on the weekend. So let me know, ladies, if you're looking for some healing, looking for a card, you have a question, please ask. Just let me know. And I'm just going to talk more about routine. Definitely the exercise piece is important. And I used to be you know, go hard in the gym, lift weights, go crazy, go, you know, 1 hour on a treadmill. Not anymore, honey. I'm not doing that. I am 45, and it's all about honing and harnessing your energy, not about extending and overextending. For me, that does not create peace. I love yoga. Now, ask me a year and a half ago if I loved yoga, I would be like, no. What are you talking about? I don't do yoga. Now, that's pretty much all I do. Yoga. So you're getting the stretching, you're getting the grounding, you're getting the chakra balancing all in one, getting some, you know, meditation in there, getting some affirmations. It's kind of like an all-in-one exercise if you look at it. And there are different types of yoga. Just go and find one that speaks to you, okay? The one that I love is Yoga by Adriene on YouTube. She's great. I love her. She's funny, she's relevant, she has a really cute dog named Benji that's always in her videos. So go check her out. You don't have to twist yourself into the pretzels by any means. And walking, and I do lift weights a little bit here. So, you know, twice a week just to keep the bone density up, because as you age, your bone density goes down, and then you have issues with, you know, arthritis and bone breakage. And I'm just looking. Oh, Bobby. Oh, you're back to the weights and you love yoga. It's my go-to. Yeah, I hear ya. I love Pilates too. I like to mix it up. I like to ride my bicycle as well. And go for, you know, go hiking through the river valley or the mountains whenever I can. I love the mountains. It's so grounding. I love being there. And then, of course, eating. What are you putting in your body? Did you know that your gut, 80% of what goes into your gut is connected to here, to your brain. So if you're putting garbage in your body, guess what's going to come out here? Garbage. So I'm not saying go vegetarian, although many folks like to go that way, and hey, go for it. People do keto, people do whatever feels good for your body. So basically listen to your body. That's important. I tell people some fruits and vegetables I can't eat because they talk back to me. Like green pepper. I love green peppers. I love peppers, period. But I cannot eat them. Otherwise, they repeat on me all day. Let me know if you have any foods that, that don't agree with you. And dairy is a big trigger as well. There's hormones, unless you're getting it organically, non-GMO, all that good stuff. Dairy typically is not good for you. We are not meant to be able to digest it properly. Now that doesn't mean I don't I like butter. Butter I have no issue with. There's certain things. Cream, if it's a heavier density, I have no issue with. It's well, people love ice cream. I don't. Unless it's a cashew or almond based or coconut, then I'm all over that. I drink coconut milk. I don't drink milk. But you know what? Again, you tailor your diet to how you feel. All right, and what works for you. And food will tell you right away, just like people, if something doesn't agree with you. So there's the food component, the sugar. We are addicted to sugar. And hey, you know what? I love chocolate, and there's certain things I like, but I've really pulled back on the sugar component as well. And then there's gluten. So I'm just reading Bobby. Watch what foods you eat when you're anxious or depressed. Yeah, then there's the emotional eating part, right? The mind will associate the feelings with food and recreate them, and it's a tough cycle to break. Peppers. Yeah, you eat the peppers for me, okay? You enjoy them. Nice, nice. All right. Well, let me know if you have any other questions. I do love reading as well. I make time to read half an hour a day. Self-care activities for me would be Epsom salt bath, which I have not had one in 5 weeks. I have to wait 1 more week. Epsom salt baths, swimming, being out in nature is very grounding, and just seeing the beauty of, the birds and the critters, and even, I see a bumblebee and I'm like, oh, wow, there's a bumblebee, because bumblebees are amazing. They do so many things for us, especially with our food. We didn't have bumblebees, we wouldn't have our flowers, we wouldn't have our food. So there's the other connection there as well. And find things that are fun. If you like to dance, go dancing. If you see an art class of some type, go take it. If you see some type of a sound bath meditation, color therapy, crystal therapy, learning about crystals, whatever it is, go and do it. I also highly recommend some crystals. Gosh, I've got all my crystals with me. I usually keep them around at all times. Oh, there's my heart chakra. This is your rose quartz. Now, I'm going to get a bigger piece here as well. I find that's too small. I would like something the size of my palm, because that's just, I'm dealing with a lot of people's traumas when I do readings and I do healing. So I find that's a great protection for the heart. The heart is, I always say the heart chakra will take care of these 3. So your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And it also balances out your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. So the heart chakra is the hub of all of your chakras, if that makes sense. Robin, I have arteriosclerosis of the aorta and a fatty liver. Kind of freaked out these days. Robin, don't be freaked out. That's what your ego wants to do, is to try and control that. And then it sends you off on, I don't want to say that, I call it, for me, when the thoughts go there, when you're freaked out, you kind of get on the crazy train, and it's very hard to get off. So just to think loving, positive thoughts, already believe that you are healed and you are perfect. There is nothing wrong with you. So the more you think that way, the more your body will synergistically respond to that. Does that make sense? Okay? Because every thought is connected. Thought, connection, your whole meridian, your chakras, even your aura. Like when people sit down in front of me, I see their aura right away. I know my aura it's got a blue and a green. I don't know if anybody else sees auras. And you can learn to see auras, but that's for another show. So I'll talk about the you got your turquoise here. Hopefully you can see that. That's for your throat chakra. And a way to open up your throat chakra is you can do neck rolls. I find that helps. I do them a lot because obviously I'm using my throat chakra a lot. There's a lot of talking involved here. Between the readings and then when I'm going on live, or even when I'm doing posts online. Any type of writing, any type of speaking is all throat chakra related. So there's a reason I'm drawn to turquoise. Love it. And then we're going to talk about, this is a red jasper. So this is for your root chakra. This is what makes you stable and secure, and basically at one with self and with money. A lot of folks have issues with money, and it's usually because it's been ingrained through them when they're growing up, their parents. I know for a fact, I grew up hearing we didn't have enough, it was never enough. So no wonder I felt a lot of instability, even with myself and with money. Money would come and go as quickly as I had it. Now I have learned to heal that issue, that money block that I have. And I say I'm a money magnet, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I'm in the money, I'm always thinking that way. And I like to keep gold in my office, in the home as well. Feng Shui wise, gold is a great tool for prosperity. Let me know if you have any other questions. So those are just a few of the crystals. There's you've got the amethyst for the crown, and there's ones for your third eye, for your solar plexus, and for your sacral chakra. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you're looking for any type of guidance, any type of healings. If you're interested in learning Reiki, I'm also developing an online course. And yes, you can learn Reiki online. It depends on who you talk to, but the main thesis is it's UC Reiki. And I should maybe update that in my summary here, but the lineage goes back to Japan, and we're talking tens of thousands of years. So you've got the ancestral lineage, meaning the attunements have been carried from one master to another Reiki master to another Reiki master. There's been no breaks. And just like distance healing, you get the attunements through distance. Oh. Looks like I froze up there for a minute. The energy is probably off the wall. If you're here, say hello. I know I have Robin and Bobby. Let me know. Anybody else? But let me know if you'd like a card, if you'd like some type of energy distance healing sent to you, or if you're just looking for a general, like a quick mini reading. Let me know below. Please sort this out, share this out. Oh boy. It's been 5 weeks, can you tell? And I'm pretty much healed. If nobody knew what I was doing, I had a hysterectomy. And yes, ooh, you know, the girl that has her energy under control and all that, well, I fought that for a year. I did everything possible. Going under the knife was not something that I was looking, you know, that I wanted to do. However, it has been a godsend. So I'm feeling so much better. My emotions, my energy. I don't feel like I'm battling half the month. See you, Bobby. Thanks for joining. All right, so since I don't have any other questions, concerns, comments, I'm going to end this, and I'll be back next Wednesday at the same time. Please leave a comment below if you're catching the replay. I do appreciate folks that take the time to watch this afterwards, and I will still, of course, answer any questions that you have, even though we're not live anymore. I believe 100% in getting back to you guys if you have questions, if you have any comments. I so appreciate all of your love and support. And yeah, so I will be here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I want to wish you guys love, light, and blessings. And it looks like Robin is looking for a card. So before I get off, I'm going to pull a card for you, Robin. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to throw this out there because it's been 5 weeks since I've been on. Anyone else that comments, card please. Or if you're looking for Reiki or some distance energy healing through Reiki, I'll send that as well. So you can either ask for a card or Reiki healing. And even though I'm not live, that's my gift to you today. And what I would appreciate is you sharing this or tagging friends that might, you know, be interested in learning how to heal your own energy, or at least start that process and what it looks like. And you know what? It's not scary. What's scary is you staying where you are and never moving forward, okay? Being stuck in your ego, being stuck in fear, being stuck in worry and doubt, anxiety, depression. I talk about all of that stuff. It's all tied to your intuition, and it's all tied to being an empath. I attract a lot of empaths. So yeah. Anyways, enough blabbering. I'm just going to pull a card. We are pulling a card. For your highest good, what does Robin need to know? Oh, you got to like get these cleared a little bit. I still feel like there's a lot of energy off of the psychic fair from the weekend. So they're just not popping out, even though the card that I pulled for June for everybody popped out no problem. But this time, oh, I see that there's a lot of, yeah, I can feel that anxiety and that worry off of you, Robin, right now as I'm shuffling these cards. That's the message I'm getting. There's just a lot of confusion and you don't know what you want to do. And I still feel like there's a control piece to this, and we got to let that ego just kick it to the curb. Say, instead of fear, I choose love. How about that? Does that work? Yeah, and like I said, I'm just not getting a card wanting to pop out. I have one that kind of came out sideways, so we're going to go with this. All right, Robin, Blossoming Abundance. Beautiful card. Look at all the foliage, the colors. I see a lot of gold in here. So there is some increasing wealth and value. It's a beautiful garden, springtime coins, new flowers are blossoming. There's fruit in the tree above. So an increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic or unexpected way. And please be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity like a gardener works the ground and begins to see the blooms that take hold. So the universe is blessing you and helping you. You must acknowledge the blessings that you already have and please ask for more. So smell the flowers, tend to the new growth, be grateful and enjoy. That's the overall lying message. And we're talking about growth right now. Did you know that a bamboo tree takes 5 years to sprout, meaning to break through the ground? What does that tell you? That tells you that healing, that trauma, that whatever you're going through is not going to take instantly. It is going to take time and patience, and feed it with lots of love and nurture it. And once that bamboo grows, we're talking like 70 feet within the year. So the growth is massive. Once you hit that level, boom, everything else is going to break through. And I hope this card resonates with you. Please let me know. Oh, and you're welcome, Robin. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Is that Ify? Ife? You would like a card. Hopefully I have your name right. And I'm gonna grow my own pineapple, but I'm watching this YouTube video and the guy says, it's so easy, you do this, you tear back the leaves, you kind of twist it off the pineapple, put it in the soil, and in 2 years, you'll have a pineapple. Well, you would not believe the amount of people that freaked out because it would take 2 years to grow something. And so that just shows how impatient we are, generally speaking, when it comes to growing and healing and tending to anything in life. So I guess patience is definitely the key. And it is not a virtue, it is something that you are grateful for every day. So this card is for you. Ify, I-F-E, Alade. Just seeing what I pull up quickly, and please share this out to others. I would so appreciate that. And if you're on the replay, like I said, I will honor anyone on the replay that has a question, would like more information, or would like a card. All right. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. This is for you. Energy of the moon. Beautiful goddess of the moon. The 52, we're talking about a 7 number. 7 is generally lucky, generally. So we're talking about intuition and going within. So I believe I don't know if you do any type of moon ceremonies, meaning for the new moon or the full moon. Let me know if you do. They're mentioning this is very important to you. And we are made up of 73% water, so if the moon can control tides in the ocean, it definitely controls, not controlling, meaning it moves our energy. So when people say, oh, it's a full moon, people are acting crazy, they're not kidding. If you're highly tuned in, you're highly empathic, you will definitely, and you are, so you are feeling the cycles of the moon. This is inspiration. It's about intuition, receiving insights. It's telling you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues. Please use it. So you could get the urge to take a different route from home from work, and then you found out that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam, stuff like that. Or you get an idea to invest some money. So this is a blossoming of your psychic ability and mediumship, and you've always been blessed with this ability to connect. So get ready for this inspiration. Get ready for this inspiration. Are you ready? And I feel like you have been, and you've kind of been putting it off on the back burner. And I tell everyone, you are intuitive, you are psychic, we all have gifts, okay? All right, so they're asking you, Ify, to just start looking online in regards to the moon cycles, and it's easy, well, not easy, but it just have some type of a ceremony, lighting a candle, writing your intentions out, burning away your intentions on a full moon. It's all about releasing and letting go. With a new moon, it's bringing in. Stuff that's coming in. And we have a new moon coming up, obviously, in June. So I do have a new moon calendar, full moon calendar with ceremony and ideas. If you need that, please let me know. It's free. Hi, Mecca. Thanks for being here. And Mecca loves the moon too. So do I. And I do put my crystals out at night to get them charged under the full moon as much as I can, and I'm always writing down new goals for the new moon, and then for the full moon I'm writing stuff down that I want to let go of, and there's always stuff to let go of, right? And Tina says she does that. Awesome. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Lynn. Oh, thanks, Jessie. Thank you very much. And Lynn, you made it home safe and sound. And that's wild because I was just going to tell people that Lynn was at the Psychic Fair. She's one of my biggest supporters as well. And she made this beautiful bracelet of protection. And she had it on her wrist. And I didn't want, for some reason, I felt compelled before she left. I said, I would love a bracelet of protection. And I said, I want your bracelet. So she gave it to me. And you know what? It's been wonderful. Thank you. Your work's amazing. Ify, you don't consider yourself to be an empath. So Ify, what do you believe an empath is? Empath is many things. You're highly sensitive. You feel. This is me. I feel you. When you walk into a room, I feel you. I know you. I see you. If that makes sense, okay? You pick up on people's energy. Some people you're around, you feel awful. And that could be family too. There are more of those around than you know. We're talking 1 in 5. 1 in 5 are energy vampires, just so you know, okay? Or you feel, you just feel off. You can feel like they're vibrating, literally vibrating, or there's a lot of anger. You're picking them, it just gets stuck to you, if that makes sense. And for some reason you feel like crying. You're like, well, why do I feel sad now? Or why do I feel bad? Or, geez, that person, there's something off about that person. You pick up that as well. Okay, so you're saying you're empathic to an extent, but not really an empath, but you might be right. It's really just being in tune with your emotions. I mean, obviously you've got that energy piece, so you might be saying you're not because you've learned to harness your own energy, if that makes sense. You realize you had remote vision. And you're welcome, Lynn. And I think it's not about being right or wrong. It's about just knowing who you are. And I don't put labels on people. I'm just trying to help because for a long time I suffered with depression and anxiety, and I had a little side of panic attack in there, and I've had 2 attempts at suicide as well. So I know where this, now I know where this came from, but at the time I did not know. I just thought I was stuck on this treadmill and I was never going to see the light of day. And through my intuitive development, my mediumship, and learning about who I am, energy-wise, as a person, right down to my soul, it took a lot of work to get there. And I'm still working on it every day. However, I have not had a bout of depression. I have not had a bout of anxiety. So that is because I was getting messages from my angels, my guides, and my loved ones. Um, like I said, and being that empath piece too, I would pick up all of their stuff, and then I don't, I would feel like I've lost my mind, if that makes sense. Now I know what it is. I have a routine. I do it every day. And it's like being a diabetic. If you don't have that insulin every day, you're going to crash. Something drastic will happen. So that's why I am so focused on routine and self-care and self-love. Very passionate about it. All right, let's just read here. Tina, I can see into people's houses while talking to them or see what they're doing. Like, for instance, I would be like when you walk in yours, kitchen to the left, living room to the right. Yeah, that's remote viewing, definitely. And sometimes I remote viewing for me is more when I go into a reading. And if I have my dream journal with me, I'm actually going into people's homes. So some people do it in their dreams. Some people do it, just on their own. And it's a great gift to have. However, you don't want to pick up anything on the way out, if you know what I mean. And Ify says, I don't believe you're crossing the line. I have your permission. I'm just saying it's not something I really thought of. Okay. Highly sensitive people. Yeah, highly sensitive people, empaths, it's pretty much one and the same. There's a super, like an old soul empath or a super empath. I tend to be more on that range. I really have to watch who I'm with. So as an empath, what I ask of you and of others, if you're happy, be happy. Because if you're sad or you're really stuck and you're lost, I'm right there with you. I feel it all. And sometimes it's hard to pull out of. But it's all about protection. All right. Lynn, who did you develop your skills with? I developed my skills with Carmel Joy Baird. She's an international medium, and she actually ran the psychic fair from her healing ranch with her beautiful gypsy vanner horses, which are also healing. I won a scholarship about almost 2 years ago, and the scholarship's worth about $5,000, so this is a big deal. And, when she told me that my depression and anxiety are tied to because I'm highly intuitive and I'm an empath and I am a medium, I was just like, excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. And now I'm like, I would never go back. Like I was in sales for 20 years, soul sucking, that's what I call it. This is soul lifting. I love helping people. I love helping you. I love seeing your journey. I love interacting with you. I love giving you readings and healings. It's like being on a cloud all the time. That's the only way I can describe it. But thank you, Lynn. And Jessie, you've grown to be such an amazing woman. So grateful to know you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Jessie. Much love to you as well. And I did mention the Edmonton Muse, so you guys need to go and sign up for that. I told you it's about arts, business, and culture. It's a pretty cool digital magazine. And my articles are in there too, by the way. Sorry, I'm just reading your comments here. And Tina said it's like a split. Hold on here. It's like a split second screenshot. That's very cool to have. So you are seeing. So your biggest strength is seeing. You see things. I have 6 of the 7 clairs. The only one I don't have is tasting. Yay, unless it's chocolate. No. Anyways, and you're welcome, Ivy. And again, hopefully I pronounced your name properly. If I didn't, I apologize. All right. So I just want to wrap this up. I'm coming up, well, a couple minutes. I'm coming up to my hour. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Please share this out. Even on the replay, I will give someone a card or I will send them some distance healing. Just let me know what you need, and I'm very and highly interactive. As well, I have a contest on my Facebook page. It's pinned at the top. Follow the instructions, and I am giving away 2 readings, okay? One is a Reiki rescue reading, which I had amazing results with at the psychic fair. I had so much great feedback. Basically, I'm tuning into you at a 360-degree level. We're talking emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual. I go through all of your chakras. I cleanse and balance them all. I also give you intuitive, psychic, and mediumship insight as well. And a little kick in the butt, because I know you all want messages. I feel some of you don't want to do the work, to do the healing. You don't want to go there. There's fear. And you know what fear is? False evidence appearing real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Write that down. Put it on a sticky note. Slap it on the mirror and look at it every day. And then write another one beside it. Unconditional love. That's all you need to think of. Did you know you were born perfectly? Where did you learn along the way, growing up, that you were not born perfect? You were told things, you were labeled things, you were beaten down, you were put into a box, if that makes sense. And I believed all that bullshit too, by the way. Oh, Tina, you can taste stuff when you think about it. Hey, you got a lot of clairs going on, something you'd like to definitely develop. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I love you too. Sunflower, I saw that post. Thanks, Sunflower. Okay. Tina, have you heard of, it's hard to read that, ayahuasca? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And no, I have not. And you had a amazing reading on the weekend. Yes, it was amazing. I still remember. You know what? Those are things that I write down, especially if I'm having a bad day. And oh my goodness, yes, even me. I am not perfect. I have bad days. I write them down in my little book. So I'll go back and read what people have said to me. And you know what? It makes me emotional. It's a reminder why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because you know what? Every day is not rainbows, sunshine, sparkles, and unicorns, okay? You have every right to feel, you know, sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're frustrated. There's lots of things. Here's the thing. Own that energy, own that feeling, write down what's going on, sit with it in a meditation, honor it, find out why, and then release it and move on. It doesn't mean you've failed. You have not failed at anything. The only thing I caution is that you don't try. Please try. Because if you're trying, you're winning. Ayahuasca. No, Tina, I am not familiar with that. It gives you clarity. It's a ceremony that gives you clarity on past hurts and stuff to give you clarity. Okay, that makes sense. There are different titles for that. I mean, I do that with, you know, one-on-one coaching and with Reiki, with finding out which chakras, what's going on, and how to release them. So I do that in my own way. Everybody has their own healing modalities that they use, or healings, whatever you're drawn to. I mean, there's the Hawaiian healing as well. Hopono? Hopono. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So there's lots of stuff out there. They said don't do it if you have depression or some kind of disorder because it can drive you nuts. Yes and no. It depends on where you are at. I mean, I don't want you to hit rock bottom. That's usually when people tend to find me. I want to find you in the middle where you're managing, you're coping, but you know what? There's more to life than what you're going through right now, okay? And let me tell you, there is. Once you know that you are love, you are light, you are source, and you are an individual, you're beautiful, and you're meant to be here, that's all that matters. All right, guys, you know what? I am hungry. I am thirsty. I did not set myself up for, with all my stuff. So I am going to wish you all love, light, and blessings. And please like my other Facebook page, Healing Begins, where the ego ends. And share this out. Remember, I have a contest pinned at the top of my page. Follow the rules. You have to tag people. You have to share. And I want to wish you guys love, light, and blessings. Oh, yeah, the ego. That as well. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Love you and see you next week.